The Footprints Conversations series feature insights and experiences from accomplished workplace and marketplace leaders who consider their work as a ministry. The Footprints Conversation this week is part 3 on negotiation with the Judge and General Jephthah, based on Judges 11 verses 12 to 27. This conversation is a masterclass in diplomacy, which is an extension of negotiation for agreements, decisions and behavior of foreign governments as part of international relations. However, even if you are not an ambassador or a diplomat, the lessons have useful applications in workplace conflict and even family disputes. Let's welcome General Jephthah to the Footprints Conversations.
Great to be back. In part 3, I am going to give you and your audience basic lessons on diplomacy, which involves negotiation.
I am excited, and so is the audience. Great to know that diplomatic lessons are also in the Bible. Let's kickstart.
Let me start with a rhetorical question. Have you ever rushed into judgment and accused someone wrongly when you had misunderstanding or some form of conflict?
Unfortunately, yes. I have had several experiences that I regretted later.
So, the first lesson in diplomacy, which is also applicable in everyday life, even at home, is don't rush into judgment, accusation, counter-accusations, attack, and even battle before understanding the facts and the reasons behind the conflict.
Interesting. What did you do that we could learn from your experience?
Why didn't I rush into battle for counterattack when the king of Ammon attacked us? Because I wanted to understand why he was attacking us. This brings me to the second lesson of diplomacy. In seeking to understand your opponent's views and the reason behind the conflict, ask questions.
Okay, so we should not just assume the reasons or why the opponent is behaving that way, but we should seek to understand by asking questions, right?
Yes, you got it right. I sent my Minister of Foreign Affairs and his diplomatic team to the king of Ammon with this question: what do you have against me? That you've come to fight in my land?
Great insight. What did the king of Ammon tell your minister and the diplomats?
He told them, because Israel took away my land when they came up from Egypt, from the Arnon as far as the Jabbok and the Jordan. Therefore, return them peaceably now. Here I will give you the third lesson. Don't rush into response and counterarguments. Do your homework well. Take time to research the facts. I told my minister and the diplomats to not respond right away. They came back. We did our homework and researched the facts first.
Wow, General Jephthah, you are very level-headed. Because what you did require calmness and patience. You didn't allow emotions to dictate your behavior even in such provocative conflict. Audience, we need to learn from this experience.
Yes, don't allow emotions to take over. The fourth lesson is to plan your response well with the facts you have gotten from the research. This is to avoid saying something that you may regret later. Be patient and plan the response, focusing on just the relevant information to resolve the conflict.
Audience, note: don't rush in response with the information you have gotten. Don't beat around the bush. Don't blah blah blah. Plan your response. General, please go ahead.
I will encourage your audience to study my plan of response in Judges 11 verses 14 to 27. I first focus on historical argument, and I reminded the king of Ammon about what really happened before Israel possessed the land he talked about. Then I moved into theological argument to let him know that just as Ammon will receive good things from Chemosh, their god, Israel also received the good land Yahweh gave us. From there, I used legal arguments to question his authority and his right to claim the land he spoke about. Finally, I nailed it with chronological argument to remind him why the kings before him did not attempt to claim right to that land.
Amazing. Well-planned response. I wish we could learn from that. Any reasonable person would have found this response compelling. Did the king of Ammon agree to what you said?
The king of Ammon was not a reasonable person. He was hot-headed. So we went to war and we beat them up.
Talking about being hot-headed. We actually have some wars going on in our time, particularly in the Middle East, Russia and Ukraine. Could the leaders just be hot-headed just like the king of Ammon? Look at how they have allowed emotions to rule over reason while innocent people are suffering in these wars. Anyway, we are looking forward to part 4. General deserves all the applause. If this Footprints conversation has been a blessing to you, pass it on to be a blessing to others. Are you a believer committed to fulfilling your professional calling at your workplace and marketplace? We have several resources to help you do that. Just subscribe at the YouTube channel for you to receive new resources we create every week. If you have creative arts talents too, get in touch and let us yield it to the Lord to use it to impact lives for His glory.